Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It's early morning, a couple of days have passed. We've had a couple of attacks which I've not really done much in the way of defence, shot a couple of them as you do. Interestingly, one of the ones that I didn't attempt to defend, I kind of took a couple of pot shots and missed and they all ran off to go home over there, and then I heard a lot of shooting, so I looked on the map and I could see the shooting was just the other side of that big rock over there. Pitch black, freezing cold, so I ran over and had a look, and there was a cougar there with 118 health, which was kind of nice. So I killed the cougar and proceeded to pick up 3 loot bags that were just laid on the ground. So, shame that cougar had to die really, but well, there you go, he had to. Cheap kill. Well, as you can see, I've made some progress with the glass. I've done the 2 top pieces and the other slopey piece, and we just have this last piece to fit in here. So hopefully we can get that to snap there. Come on. Snap. There we go. So that's the... oh! There we go. Talking of attacks. And there's one lazy guy coming in over here. Stand still. Trying to get in the habit of using the pistol because it's cheaper. Although more difficult to hit. That's it, you just stand there nice and still so that I can shoot you. That's what we like. I'll have the arrow. And this guy's down the bottom here somewhere. You can see me, but I can't see him apparently. Oh, where are you, dude? Come up here so I can see you. That's more like it. So there we go. Oh, don't run down there. Well, you can fire your grenades down there, that's fine by me. Are you going to come up? Come up the hill. The hill. Maybe not. I wonder if he just killed himself. We didn't hear him groan, but I don't hear him walking about either. Yep, he just killed himself with the grenade. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you very much. So let's go and get those couple of bags. And then to have a little chat about what we're going to... eggs? Where did he get an egg from? Where did you get an egg from? You don't keep chickens. Oh well. Must be a local shop somewhere. Where's this one up here, wasn't he? So yes, our revenge I enjoyed very much. It was really nice to give them some aggro back for all this aggro they're giving us. And I made a decision, I think. You can correct me if you think it's a bad idea. But I thought what I would do is I would complete this round section all the way up so that we can just move the solar panels onto the very top. But then this front bit here, this sort of flat bit that isn't rounded, I'm probably going to just put a half wall along the top there, just as a sort of canopy, and then if we ever get enough resources we can just put like a couch here or something, just so we can look out across the valley, enjoy the view, whatever we do. We'll see what the resources are like, whether we actually get round to doing that. In the meantime, we have our greenhouse, whatever we're going to call this room, and our back door, which is still usable, kind of, just in case we need it. So, that's all that done. Now, in the process of all these attacks, we have accumulated 33 weapon parts. I know, right? 2 more weapon parts. There. We now have 36. That's 15 for a recurve bow and 20 for a lever action rifle, which is kinda nice. So I will be working towards that in the near future. Obviously power and mass for the lever action rifle is kind of a bit tricky. I think it's, where are we? Yeah, 210 mass, we can't do that, and 2100 power, we can't do that. So that's something we'll have to work up to. But the recurve bow we can certainly do. I'll need to increase the mass and then wait for the power to come back up, and then we can certainly have that. In the meantime, let's just pop these in here, and 2 eggs now. I thought today for this episode, rather than just doing more of the same, just eat the rabbit. I thought what I would do is take a couple of those, and a couple of those, a couple of those. I'm going to take a couple of fire starters with me, and today we're going to try and unmap some of the North Lake. Now we're not going to be able to do that in one day, so what I'm going to do is take a couple of fire starters with me. I can make the fire, that's just wooden sticks, kill as we go, and have kind of like a long loop route right the way around the top of the lake, and then I'm probably going to overnight on the top of the lake, which actually means we could take the fishing rod and do a bit of fishing. Just 10 of those, and 5 of those, and unfortunately 10 of those. I'll start them crafting and then we'll be on our way. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to cut out any bits that are sort of boring, you know, where there's nothing happening, so that I can shrink the size of the episode. I know you guys don't mind if it's a longer episode. You said before that sometimes it can be quite enjoyable to sit down to a longer episode, but it does take a very long time for me to upload it, and I don't have the best of connections in the world, so I like to try and keep the episode length to sort of maximum 40 minutes. Right, so we'll take those with us. Let's go. I don't think that fire will stay alight, but I put the wood on it just in case. If we have to abort the mission, then at least we've got a fire going to come back to. So there's a black bear over there, so I'm going to have to go down. The object of this exercise really is to find as many loot crates as we can, get as much loot as we can to fill our storage chests a little bit. And obviously in doing so we may well end up having to compact some of our luggage down. Otherwise, you know, not being able to carry it all, I think. Okay. Not the best of starts. With a few more loot crates, but hopefully we'll come across them as we get higher up. Speak of the devil. Ooh. Hello. Didn't want me to have that crate, huh? Maybe we can lead him over this way a bit. Be careful not to run into another one. See where he went. Yeah. Turning back as if he's on an elastic band. Okay, well, we're going to have to leave that one. Can't spend all day looking for one crate. So a lot of this initial area here I have already mapped out. Already been here before. So I don't need to zigzag too much here, other than to get away from predators. I do have a lockpick with me, but I'm going to try and keep it for lock crates that might spawn around Crinkly Bottom area in the far western, I keep calling it northern, but actually it's western side. And I don't really want potassium, not really interested in zinc. Keep on trucking. At least it's a nice day today. We've had quite a few miserable rainy days. I really didn't want to do this journey in the rain. So yeah, the sheer number of weapon parts we've got from all these attacks that they keep giving us means that we do have no shortage of weapon parts. And although the lever action rifle is very nice, I think its main purpose is for incendiary rounds. That's where it excels, because although it does a little bit more damage than the standard rifle with standard shells, the standard rifle is cheaper and not as costly to maintain and does pretty much the same job. It can't fire incendiary rounds. So given that we don't get incendiary rounds until we've been down to the caves, I think I might hold off on that for the time being. I'll leave the rabbit. But the recurve bow, definitely we can get that made. And I was going to do that today, but with it being such a nice day, I thought it was a good opportunity to do a little road trip. Ah, 12 nails in that one. Nice. Just have a quick look at the map. Yeah, so we've started eating into our black area now. Could really do with clearing that as well, but we can't really do it all in one go, especially with animals in the way. I'll just come up here a little bit. That deer is teasing me. Oh, and it's a level 1 deer as well. No, will not be tempted. The other thing I noticed, it is now September. Yeah, we are in September. Which brings a couple of problems. First of all, we don't have any cold weather gear. Oh, wolf. And not really any means to make it. And secondly, it is cotton season. So I need to be keeping my eye open for cotton, which is notoriously difficult to spot. extremely rare and almost always returns one cotton and not a seed. Of course, a seed is most preferable because you grow it into 3 cotton, not just the 1. Okay, so this is the start here of what I call crinkly bottom. There you go. You can hear the change in ground sound. So here's your normal trudge pattern. And then here's the crinkly pattern. So this whole area I call crinkly bottom for obvious reasons. Sorry, chicken, but I feel like chicken tonight. Yes, pun was intended. Oh, there's a locked crate. Let's see if there's any cotton in this one. Nope. No cotton. Not quite sure what I have to do to find cotton, but whatever it is, I'm clearly not doing it. Because I cannot find cotton. Actually, let's just run down this peninsula to get it on the map. That'll do. Oh, okay. Well, they're going to be having fun then because I'm way too far away to be doing anything about a base attack. We'll have to rely on our rock forts, the rock fortifications. Oh, and another base attack. Oh, we're doing well today. This possibly was not a good day to come out. So I have to rely on my designing the base built into the rocks there to defend us. Obviously, oh, hello. Rogue there. Rogue fire up there. I'm amazed he didn't see me. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I like to try and design my bases to be semi-safe, because in single player you have to go out and loot. You can't not loot, you need the stuff. But while you're out and about, you're going to be attacked, so you need to design your layout and your positioning so that if you're not there to defend it, the amount of damage they do is minimized. And we'll find out when we get back whether that worked or not. Okay, so we're just about coming up to the farthest point. Yeah, this is the very, very west end, kind of northwest end of the northern lake, I call it, but it's actually the western lake, isn't it? So I think we'll probably try and get round to that little beach over there, and then I'll put a fire down and we'll spend the night and do a bit of fishing. Getting a little bit dark now. Ooh, okay. We are full. Yeah, sorry, it's going to be a bit dark for you guys to see, but I'm literally going to just hole up on this beach here. Hope there aren't too many predators around. There's a crate there. There's a grub tree here, which I can hit for wood for the fire, so seems like a good place to stop and see what the fishing's like in this little inlet. Oh, and there's a wolf. Yeah. Oh well, we'll have to deal with the wolf if he comes too close. And of course we used all our wood, didn't we? So, fuel brick. I think we should be okay here. If that wolf wanders over here, he'll be breakfast. There we go. A night under the stars with a black moon. And there's a rogue fire in the distance there. So, I'm going to cook this meat up and have some food and do some fishing, not so much for the food, but to pass the time. And I will bring you back in the morning. Well, welcome back. Morning has just broken. The fishing here is terrible. I've caught one small fish. Oh, and that's the second bite. So, I don't know what's going on here. The wolf didn't bother us. I did have to watch him for a little bit. Came around the back of this rock now. Oh, he's there. The tip of the rod. I was a bit worried. He came very close at one point, but he didn't aggro on us. I didn't have to worry with him. But yeah, wow. I don't know why the fishing is so bad here. It's taking them ages to bite. And when you do, you get a small fish. So I think that was a bit of a waste of time all around. So 2 fish oil. Not very good. So let's put that back there. And I'm just going to have to leave this fire. I could dismantle it and rescue the ash, but there's not a lot of point. I think you get sticks and wood back, and I don't have the inventory space anyway, so I'm not ready to eat yet, so I can't clear that space. The best thing to do is we'll just leave it there. It'll decay in the end anyway. And oh, looks like we've got rogues over this side now. That's going to spoil our plans, isn't it? Anyway, time to make a move. Go back and see what's left of our base. See how much damage has been done. I'm not expecting it to be very damaged, and maybe 1 or 2 shots got through, but I think generally it should be safe enough. That fills our last space. Okay. And it looks like the loot might be better on the way home. As long as it's stuff we've already got, we can cope. We're going to have to keep an eye out for these rogues. The fact that he's wandering around down there leads me to believe that his fire is up on this bank somewhere. It's just a piece of scrap there. Don't bother for that. Yeah, the rogues do like to camp on this bank here. The clouds have blown in this morning. As soon as the light appeared, the clouds appeared. And the wind, I think, is getting up, so I suspect probably going to be going home in the rain. But never mind. Yeah, there comes the rain. Now I find myself hoping that we don't come across a cotton plant, because I've got nowhere to put it. So yeah, still a massive black area, but we've kind of sketched out the lake at least. There are always animals down here. But again, just for unveiling of the map purposes, take a wander as close as I can. And we're not going to get around the back of... Oh, we might be now, it's moved. Walk slowly. Okay, fine. It was strange seeing that rogue on the beach. There's a bag there. I wonder where his campfire was. Oh, there. Oh, so it's a bit of a shame we couldn't get 2 nice clear days for this. But at least yesterday it was quite nice. The road's over there. In the distance. I would have kind of liked to cut down there and gone through the valley just to see if there are any loot bags in the valley, but with the rogues being there, we'll have to kind of go round them. Clear off them now anyway, with the possible exception of a fisherman. And yes, I thought of the moose. I would dearly love to send the moose in. Oh, bees. But I just don't have the room. So, and unfortunately I don't have a mosquito repellent, so we can't take out the bees anyway. Not that I'd have anywhere to put their honey. We can eat that now, we can eat that now, so that'll make a bit of room. So I'll make a note of where that is, and if necessary, when we've got the stuff, it should stay there, at least for a little while. But yeah, I could try and send that moose into the road camp, but there's no real point if I haven't got room to carry the stuff. Whilst killing the moose afterwards would be kind of nice, a cheap kill. I'd have to start throwing things out, so... Risk versus reward, it's just not worth it. But I am genuinely shocked how few loot crates we've seen. I'm finding more loot crates here near home base than we did all the way around the North Lake. Which is fairly typical, isn't it? Right, let's see if we took any damage in those two unattended attacks. Kind of expecting there to be a piece of cotton lying around somewhere. We haven't found one. We've been all the way around the map and I haven't seen a piece of cotton in cotton season. That's how difficult to find it is. It's potassium. Yeah, I think that damage was probably there already. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I'd say I think the design here means that they just keep smacking the rocks, which is fine by me. A quick look upstairs. Yeah, that's all fine. 597 is fine. Not worried about that. Okay, let's put some of this away. That can go in there. We could do another fuel brick. And put all this away. So, not a bad run on the whole. Could have been better. I'm surprised how few crates we found. That did surprise me. I was expecting to, be crate after crate. But wasn't the case. But nevertheless, we did okay. Got loads of those now. Goes down there, I think. Yeah, so we brought a bit of ammo back. Not a lot of anything really, but a little bit. It all helps. It'll all go to the war fund. Okay. Let's put that on. And where are we at? So 1447. Not enough to be frivolous, but we could do that 3 ingots, 15 and 5. Need 150 and 17, 14. So getting the power up would be difficult. But we have got a storm going. We just don't have any wind turbines. So we'll switch that on. Got the 3 ingots. Got the wet parts. The planks, obviously. So I think in the dying light of today, what I will do lastly, while that's building up to 150, is I'll go and see if we can catch any supper. I passed a couple of chickens and things down here. Of course, now we need them, we probably won't be able to find them. Where have they gone? Though I grabbed that tree more for the grub than the wood. Although the wood is obviously useful too. Ah, cotton, at last. I didn't think we were going to see any today. Well, slow me down. And it was cotton as well, not a seed. Yeah, we needed 2 grubs for the fish traps. And I thought I'd just quickly grab these trees and hopefully find a chicken or a rabbit or something on the way round. But I suspect it's more likely we will find a hunter. And there is the hunter. And he's seen me. So I don't really want to antagonize him. We're getting enough attacks. I don't really need any more. So I kind of hope that he will break off. He's obviously going fishing, which means if I go down to do the traps, well, he's going to be there. Seen him come around the corner yet, so we might just quickly drop this grub in the one. Better than not doing any. Oh, okay. I caught a fish already. Yeah, so he's going to be coming down the bank any second. Let him do his fishing. Meanwhile, we still need some food. I see the pig. I suppose we could always have a pork chop. It'll cost us a shotgun shell instead of an arrow. Actually, that one cost us a shotgun shell and an arrow, so... There's a chicken. And that was a bear. Oh! Ow! Oh dear. Where did he come from? It wouldn't let me run away because I was inside him. He actually... I think he must have been on top of the rock or something, and he jumped down on top of me. That was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? Oh well, these things happen, I guess. That makes it part of the game. Oh, there we go. Another spawn on the bed that uses up the power that we really didn't want to use up. And let us go and get our stuff back. No, I heard him grumbling, and I assumed he was on the other side of the rock. I did not expect him to land on top of me. Of course we've got this fisherman to worry about here as well. Well, that sorts out what we're having for supper, doesn't it? Uh-oh. I do not need a wolf following me when I've got no stamina. Short bursts of speed. Hopefully leave that wolf behind. So I'll let my stamina build up as I go. Try not to annoy this pig. Now, where did the bear go? Yeah, I tried running as soon as I heard the second roar. I tried to run, but I seemed to be inside him. So it wouldn't let me run away. Okay, he's back to some semblance of order. And I think we're pretty good. Lost a bit of ammo there, unfortunately, but he's now 225, and I have very little stamina. Get that up a little bit better. We need to get him down. Somewhere safe to run into. Oh my god, there's bears everywhere. And another one! What's going on with these bears? It's like Bear City. Right, where's that 255 one? There you are. Come on, bear. Let's take you over to the hunters. Maybe not that hunter. Oh, still following me. Couldn't hear him with the rain. Oh dear, this isn't going very well. Oh no, there's bags spawning. It's not fair. And some health back just in case we do this wrong again. Right, he's definitely not following now. So I'm now a man with a mission. This bear has got to die. 193, so he still needs a good lesson. Oh, he changed direction. Oh, at least the rain stopped finally. It's very difficult to do when there's a thunderstorm going on. You need to know when he stops chasing you. And he's still got 162. 131, he still needs another arrow. There's another bag. It's getting a bit dark for you guys now, sorry about that. I really didn't think this would take this long. And he's still following. Oh, he's mad. Right, this should be the last one. Right, that gets rid of the level 4 bear at least. It would have been cheaper to take the pig with an arrow and a shotgun shell. Lesson learnt, I fear. Okay, let's give you guys a bit of light. I'm not going to go after those bags now in the dark. Got into enough trouble when it was light. I couldn't believe how many bears there were in that small area. That was crazy. So this we'll call a road trip to disaster, I think. I'd be interested to review the video of that. I'd very much like to know where he was, but it seemed to me that I was inside the bear, like he jumped off the rock onto me and just completely stopped me from moving. Oh well, that happened. Not to worry. Okay, well we got our supper anyway. So, after that little debacle, oh, we forgot to fill our water. I will be editing this down to cut out some of the more boring bits for you guys. I don't have to, but it makes it easier for me to upload, and obviously easier for you to watch if it's not a horrendously long episode. But hopefully you enjoyed all of that. I'm going to do all this restocking now and try and get myself back to the position I was in before. I do actually have some spare arrows. Save me doing that. And it is now rutting season. Anyway, not to worry. So I'm going to cook this food up, gather my thoughts. We did, before we went out, put this on, which will have run us completely out of power. But we have got, well, the ability now to make 200 mass. So I'll have a think about maybe a wind turbine prior to doing the recurve bow, because it would be a shame to waste all that mass. Because we only need 150 for the recurve bow. So the weather's turning nasty now. I think I might consider going for wind turbine. It would make more sense. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining me. And keep yourselves safe, keep well, take care of each other, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.